10 hidden signs she's falling for you. Psychology tricks women don't talk about. Modern Stoic. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation. Osho. Did you know that according to research in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, most people are completely unaware when someone is romantically interested in them? Right now, you could be sitting with someone who secretly has deep feelings for you, and you might not even notice. That's exactly why this video is going to change the way you see love. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of the subtle signals to look for, ensuring you never miss an opportunity again. Stick with me until the end, and I'll also share a powerful bonus sign, one that most men miss completely, yet it holds the key to understanding a woman's true feelings. So, let's get started. Welcome to Blessing of Stoicism, where we help you navigate the complexities of love and relationships with clarity, confidence, and purpose. And 1. She initiates conversations and asks thoughtful questions. When it comes to reading between the lines of human behavior, women aren't exactly the best at hiding their feelings, but they sure know how to make you work for the answers. So here's a clue that often flies under the radar. If she's the one reaching out first, sparking conversations out of the blue, don't just chalk it up to casual chit-chat. That's interest, real, genuine interest. You see, women don't casually strike up a conversation unless there's something more brewing beneath the surface. When she's texting you without waiting for you to make the first move, or she makes an effort to keep the dialogue going, it's a clear sign that she's not just filling the silence, she's actually thinking about you. But here's the kicker. It's not just the what she asks that matters, it's the depth of her questions. If she's diving into territory beyond the standard, "How was your day?" and asking about your ambitions, your dreams, or even your regrets. Questions like, "What would you do if money was no object?" Or, "What's the one thing you've always wanted to try but never have?" adds Rainier. Then she's digging for something more. She's trying to peer into the essence of who you are. It's almost like a puzzle for her, and she's genuinely intrigued to know how the pieces fit together. This isn't idle chatter. It's the foundation of an emotional connection being built brick by brick. But don't stop there. What makes this even more telling is the way she remembers the details. You might have casually mentioned a significant event in your life, a big meeting, or an important project. And weeks later, she checks in to see how it went. You might have dropped a hint that you're into a certain band, and next thing you know, she's sending you a link to their latest album. That's not coincidence, that's a deep connection. She's storing emotional data about you and your words. They don't just float away into the ether, they stick with her. In fact, it's not just about the information she's absorbing, it's about the emotional investment she's making in the details of your life. You must understand this. When a woman is interested, your words become part of her mental scrapbook, and she will keep coming back to them. It's as though she's wearing an iron mind, carefully cataloguing what matters to you and weaving it into the fabric of your relationship. And that's not just psychology. It's the essence of connection, a deep-rooted bond, one that taps into old Stoic wisdom. You see, these are the small signals that indicate she's not just passing through the motions, she's all in. Even if her words aren't shouting it from the rooftops, she's choosing you to invest in. The Stoic principles suggest that we must be intentional in our interactions, and this is her quiet, subtle way of making sure you understand that her interest isn't fleeting. You must be aware of these small, seemingly insignificant gestures, because they are often the most telling. She's asking the questions, remembering the answers, and weaving them into the larger narrative of her life with you. Be conscious of this. Don't miss it. If you can tune into these signals, you'll see the truth. She's falling for you, and her actions speak louder than her words. So take a step back and pay attention. Don't let the iron mind slip into ignorance. Recognize these small, profound clues and understand that in the silence of these questions and memories, something deep is growing. Something that follows the principles of Stoic resilience, patience, understanding, and deliberate action. This is the language of emotional investment, and if you know how to read it, you'll find your way straight to her heart. 2. She shows interest in your hobbies and passions. In the world of modern Stoicism, where power isn't gained through forceful pursuit, but through control, discipline, and self-mastery, the way a woman shows interest in your passions reveals more than you think. Let's be clear. A woman's emotional investment in you is the strongest indicator of her desire to connect, not just to impress. If you notice her asking about your favorite team, even though she's never cared about sports, or showing interest in that obscure artist you can't stop talking about, understand that this is a sign of alignment. She's tapping into your world. This isn't about her pretending or faking interest. It's about her real desire to understand you, to see the things you love through your eyes. In Stoicism, Epictetus teaches us to master ourselves, and when you demonstrate unwavering control over your desires, people around you, including women, are drawn to your inner power. As a man who lives by Stoic principles, you don't chase, you don't beg for validation. You must create a life that's so compelling that people, especially women, can't help but want to be part of it. When she shows curiosity about your hobbies, whether it's sports, photography, or any passion you hold dear, she's giving you a glimpse into her desire to share in your journey. This isn't mere flattery. It's the deep psychological signal of someone aligning their world with yours. By the time she asks about your camera gear or seeks to learn about something you love, she's investing in a connection that isn't based on superficial attraction, but on a deeper, more meaningful bond. And this bond, forged through genuine curiosity and engagement with your passions, is what drives her to see a future with you. She's not just asking questions to fill the silence. Number. She's looking for ways to build a future together by learning what excites you, what motivates you, what makes you tick. That is true power, Stoic power. It's not about forcing someone to chase you or seeking constant validation. It's about making your life so full, so centered, and so powerful that others, especially women, are drawn in. When you live this way, you embody the essence of Stoicism, to remain centered, calm, and focused no matter the external circumstances. As you continue to cultivate your power, you'll find that those who truly align with your world, those who genuinely show interest in your passions, are the ones who understand the deeper layers of who you are. So remember, when a woman shows this kind of interest, it's not just a sign of attraction. It's a sign that you've mastered the art of living, of focusing on what truly matters, and in doing so, you have naturally attracted someone who wants to be part of your life. Don't chase. Don't beg. Live fully, live stoically, and the right people will come. That's how Stoicism wins. 3. She listens actively and remembers the details. To truly understand the power that Stoic men wield over any woman without chasing, it's essential to recognize one key principle: mastering your own self and becoming someone worth following. Stoicism win is not about controlling or manipulating others. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts respect and admiration. Stoic men exude a quiet strength, confidence, and emotional discipline that leaves a lasting impression. They don't need to chase because they know their worth. This is the power of control over one's emotions, thoughts, and actions. When you control yourself, others begin to follow. You don't need to make anyone do anything. They will naturally come to you because you have something they want: your peace, your clarity, your strength. In the words of Epictetus, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This mindset allows you to focus on what truly matters. You don't chase after women. You attract them through your self-mastery. Women notice the details about you, the little things that show you are different from the rest. You tell her about your favorite coffee drink, and she remembers. She holds on to it because you matter to her. This is not an accident. It's a natural result of emotional investment. She pays attention because you are a person who is worth paying attention to. She listens actively, carefully, and with intention because she's drawn to you on a deeper level. This is the essence of Stoicism win. When you are fully present, when you speak with purpose, and when your actions reflect your principles. Women, and people in general, are attracted to those who remain steady in their convictions, who act with integrity, and who don't let external circumstances dictate their inner peace. When you mention a small detail about your life, like a memory of your dog, and she brings it up weeks later, this is no mere coincidence. She's holding on to your words because they resonate with her. This isn't about impressing her with superficial charm or grand gestures. It's about creating emotional depth, which is far more powerful. Stoic men understand that the more emotionally invested someone is in them, the more deeply they are etched into that person's memory. The true test of your influence is when she remembers something insignificant, like your interest in classic cars, and goes out of her way to learn more about it. This is no accident. This is effort, interest, and attraction. You don't need to chase because your actions and words carry weight. Just like Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Reacting with calm, deliberate purpose creates an unspoken power that women find irresistible. This is the path of the Stoic man. Be strong in your convictions, remain calm in your responses, and make every word and action count. As you practice this, you will naturally attract the attention and admiration of women, and you'll realize that Stoicism win is not about forcing outcomes, but about creating a life so solid and powerful that others are drawn to it. So, don't chase. Be the man who leads through his own actions and values. Master yourself and the world will follow. 4. She finds excuses to touch you. Touch is primal. It's powerful. It transcends words, bypassing the intellect and going straight to the core of human connection. And it's rarely accidental. When a woman is interested in you, her body will speak, even if her mouth stays silent. It's an instinctive, almost subconscious language, saying things words never could. Does she casually brush something off your shirt, fix your collar, or touch your arm while laughing at something you said? These aren't just random gestures. They're deliberate micro moments of intimacy, subtle but undeniably significant. These physical touches might seem innocent or trivial at first glance, but they are filled with meaning. Each touch is an unspoken message. It's her way of testing the waters, of subtly gauging the space between you and seeing how you react. She's not just touching you for the sake of it. She's creating opportunities for connection, tiny sparks that could ignite something deeper. This is not some passive, accidental move. This is purposeful. You've seen this play out before, haven't you? A woman places a hand on your forearm, making a point during a conversation, or maybe she bumps your shoulder as you both share a laugh. These touches aren't accidents. They're not random. They are driven by attraction and desire. In these moments, her body is laying out the groundwork for something more, a connection she's hoping will blossom, even if her words haven't yet caught up. But here's where the Stoic rules of emotional mastery come into play. Don't be fooled into thinking these touches are all there is. The touch alone doesn't reveal everything. Pay attention to what happens after the touch. Does she linger? Does she maintain eye contact, smiling softly after the touch? That's a green light, a confirmation. It means she enjoyed the moment. That moment was about more than just physical proximity. It was about chemistry. She's testing the connection, and when it clicks, she knows it. But if she pulls away quickly or looks unsure after the contact, take a breath. That's not the telltale sign of romantic interest just yet. Maybe it's just friendly. Maybe it's still in the getting to know you phase. Either way, it's a signal, just not the one you're hoping for. Now, let's talk about why this matters to you, the Stoic man. You must understand that the touch test is a powerful tool for her. Her body is speaking before her mind has made a decision, and if you want to gain power over this dynamic, you must master the art of responding with grace and wisdom. The old Stoic paths of wisdom teach us to maintain our composure. Be aware, but don't overreact. If she touches you, acknowledge the moment, but don't chase it. Don't let your desire cloud your judgment. Instead, observe and calibrate your response. This is where your emotional control is tested. Here's a golden rule. Don't fall for the trap of overanalyzing every touch. Women are complex, and the body communicates in ways that can't always be deciphered in real time. The Stoic man doesn't get lost in the maze of uncertainty. Instead, he relies on principles, Stoic rules that keep him grounded. Be aware, but don't chase every fleeting signal. Maintain your equilibrium. When you notice her touch, don't react immediately. Instead, pause, reflect, and continue to engage in the conversation as if nothing extraordinary has happened. That nonchalant response shows strength rooted in the wisdom of restraint. Women are drawn to this. Power lies not in chasing, but in calmly observing and responding. You see, attraction is not a race, and it's not something you need to chase to gain. Women will test you in small ways, seeing how you handle those moments. And if you respond with composure, control, and wisdom, you stand out. You become someone who commands attention without needing to beg for it. That is the essence of power. Quiet, calm, unwavering power. So when she finds those excuses to touch you, don't jump. Stay stoic. Feel the moment, understand it, but don't chase it. This is how the modern Stoic gains power over any woman. It's not by desperately trying to win her attention, but by simply being the man who's comfortable in his own skin. Let her body speak, then respond like a true master of the paths of wisdom. 5. She touches her neck or collarbone around you. Don't underestimate the power of a subtle touch. A woman touches her neck or collarbone around you? Pay attention, this is no random gesture. It's deeply rooted in psychology and human behavior, and it speaks volumes about her feelings, often without her saying a word. Let's start with this. The neck is one of the most vulnerable and sensitive areas of the human body. For anyone, man or woman, it's a space that requires a high level of trust to expose. When a woman touches her neck or collarbone in your presence, it's not just a casual movement, it's a signal, a non-verbal message that you must recognize and understand. Think about this. She's not just brushing her hair aside or adjusting her necklace aimlessly. These actions are rooted in instinct, a biological trigger that only surfaces when she feels comfortable and safe around you. When she gently touches her collarbone or even tilts her head to one side while speaking to you, it's a sign of openness, vulnerability, and trust. It's her way of showing you that she feels at ease with you, that she's willing to let her guard down. And here's where it gets even more interesting. When a woman does this while holding your gaze, it signals something deeper. It's not just about feeling comfortable anymore. It's about attraction. Her body, in its quiet, instinctive way, is saying, "I'm drawn to you." It's an invitation. It's subtle, yes, but powerful. If she's adjusting her necklace, playing with the pendant, or lightly tracing the outline of her collarbone as she looks you in the eye, you're witnessing her feminine energy at work. This is a silent yet undeniable declaration that she's interested, and possibly even hoping that you notice. But remember this, these signs aren't obvious declarations of desire. They are whispers, soft and indirect. It's not about her coming out and saying, "I like you" or "I want you." It's a more profound, quieter communication, one rooted in the ancient rules of attraction. In these moments, the old Stoic wisdom teaches us that power comes from understanding the subtle signals. These gestures, though simple, reveal a deeper connection and understanding. And if you're the man who knows how to read them, you can navigate this dance without needing to chase, demand, or force anything. This type of understanding is the heart of the Stoic rules of engagement. Stoics are masters of self-control, of not being swept away by emotions or impulses. Yet, they also recognize the power of subtlety and how the paths of wisdom guide us to see beyond the surface. When a woman touches her neck or collarbone, she's not just signaling physical attraction, she's showing you a deeper level of intimacy and trust. In the same way that the old Stoics would quietly observe the world around them, you must learn to read these moments with calm clarity. There's an art to attraction that doesn't involve chasing or seeking validation. When you understand the body's quiet cues, you don't need to chase, you simply need to observe. This is the kind of power that comes from self-assurance, from knowing how to exist in a space without forcing anything. She is offering you an invitation, but it's up to you to recognize it and act in accordance with the wisdom of the Stoics. You must realize that the most powerful interactions are often the ones that are unspoken, yet deeply understood. The next time you find yourself in a conversation with a woman and she touches her neck or collarbone, don't miss the message. She's inviting you in, signaling that she trusts you and feels a connection. It's your choice whether or not you'll embrace that opportunity with the calm, poised confidence that a Stoic man exudes. So remember, don't chase, don't demand. Be present, be observant, and let the quiet power of your Stoic nature guide you through the subtle dance of attraction. This is the true mastery, the ability to recognize when someone is drawn to you and to respond with the poise and wisdom that comes with understanding the deeper paths of human connection. That is the way of the Stoic man. 6. She asks for your help or advice. Most men assume that when a woman asks for help, it's simply because she needs something. But often it's not about the task, it's about you. When a woman likes you, she'll often create opportunities to interact with you more. She might ask for something as simple as headphone recommendations or help choosing between 2 outfits. It's not about the headphones or clothes, it's about opening a door to your world, letting you in, and inviting your perspective. This is where the power of Stoicism comes in. By understanding how to remain grounded, composed, and decisive, you establish an aura of strength that makes her gravitate toward you. You must grasp the subtlety of the Ben Franklin effect. When someone asks for help, they subconsciously begin to like you more. It's human nature. When she asks for your advice, she's not just valuing your opinion, she's reinforcing the emotional bond between you. It's no accident. She could have asked anyone, but she chose you. You are the one whose judgment she values. Don't underestimate the depth of this trust. She's laying the foundation for something more, something meaningful. This is a moment for you to take charge, not to chase or beg for attention, but to remain stoic in your power. By embodying the Stoic principles of discipline, control, and assertiveness, you align yourself with the very nature of how great men have always led. As Epictetus wisely said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Your response to her question should be calm, measured, and confident. When you live by Stoicism, you win. You gain not just respect, but trust and admiration. Remember, Stoicism isn't about denying emotions, it's about mastering them. You lead with your actions, not words. This is the core of modern Stoic wisdom. Be the rock. Be the calm in the storm. Let her know that your judgment is not for sale, but earned. Never chase, never beg. Your power lies in your self-sufficiency, your emotional control, and your clarity of thought. This is how Stoic men win. This is how you win. 7. She compliments you sincerely and specifically. A compliment is easy to give, but a meaningful compliment that takes real attention. When a woman is into you, her compliments go beyond surface level. Don't expect the generic surface-level praise like, "You look nice today." No, she's far more observant, and her words will reflect that. Instead, she'll say something like, "That shirt really brings out the colour of your eyes," or "The way you talk about your passions is incredibly captivating." And when you're around her, you may hear her remark, "You just have this ability to make people feel so at ease. It's magnetic." That's not just a compliment. It's a clear sign that she's not only noticing your physical appearance, but, more importantly, she's seeing who you truly are. These compliments aren't random. They are specific and meaningful because she's paying attention to the details that others might overlook. She notices how you move, how you express yourself, and what drives you. She appreciates the little things that set you apart from the crowd. Now, that's where things get interesting. You see, this isn't just flattery. It's a subtle but powerful declaration of her interest. When she points out the traits that make you unique, she's acknowledging the essence of who you are. She's telling you, I see you. I recognize something special in you. This kind of attention doesn't come easily. It requires emotional investment, and that's something only a woman who's truly falling for you is willing to give. People don't spend time observing and acknowledging the details unless they're emotionally invested. So when she focuses on those small yet significant parts of you, it's a sign that she's connected to you on a deeper level. It's not just about how you look, it's about the core of who you are. It's like applying the iron mind approach from old Stoic wisdom, recognizing and valuing what's truly important and meaningful beyond the superficial. She's not just throwing out compliments for the sake of it. She's operating on a deeper level, one that aligns with the Stoic principles of mindfulness and attention to what truly matters. So, when you receive these genuine and thoughtful compliments, understand this. It's her way of showing you that she's not just interested in your appearance. She's deeply invested in the person you are, in all your uniqueness. Keep in mind, not everyone will give you that kind of recognition. So when it happens, pay attention, because it's a clear sign that she sees something special in you. 8. Her body language is flirty and open. Here's something most men overlook. Before a woman says she's into you, her body will show it. Look closely. You might think her body language is just random or subconscious, but no, it's a direct reflection of attraction, interest, and even desire. Pay close attention to whether she leans in when you speak. Is she subtly inching closer to you with every word, rather than keeping a distance? Her arms remain open, not defensive or closed, creating an inviting and safe space around you both. That's not by accident. It's comfort in your presence. It's curiosity about who you are and what you stand for. And most importantly, it's a sign that her body is responding to your energy in a way words cannot express. Notice how she angles her body toward you rather than away. That's attraction in motion. If she's turning her body to face yours, especially when you're engaged in conversation, it's a clear psychological signal. It's not just about proximity. It's about positioning herself so that her energy is aligned with yours. Be aware of mirroring as well. If she starts copying your posture, subtly mimicking your gestures, or even taking a sip from her drink just after you, don't brush it off as a coincidence. This is a psychological alignment happening right before your eyes. Her brain is syncing with yours. This is not a surface-level game. It's a deep subconscious bond forming between you. The brain is a powerful thing, and when it starts mimicking, you know something more is at play. But perhaps one of the clearest, most undeniable signs is eye contact. Be sure to notice how she looks at you. Eye contact is powerful. It can convey a wealth of emotion. And if she holds your gaze just a little longer than normal, that's not a casual glance. Her pupils may dilate, a biological response when someone is interested or emotionally stirred. And if she looks away, only to quickly glance back at you again, that's a clear sign her subconscious is trying to build intimacy, drawing you in closer without saying a word. Women understand the power of eye contact, and they use it instinctively to establish a deeper connection with someone they're attracted to. It's not just about the eyes themselves, but about what they reveal beneath the surface. That's how human attraction works. It's primal, instinctual, and often the body reacts long before the mind even catches up. You must understand this. Attraction isn't something that only manifests in a few fleeting moments. It's an ongoing process, driven by psychological cues and hidden signs. By observing how she leans in, mirrors your movements, and locks eyes with you, you're tapping into something that transcends the usual small talk or polite gestures. It's the silent language of attraction, the dance of two minds connecting without a single word. As an old Stoic wisdom reminds us, we must learn to see beyond the obvious and observe what is truly important. The iron mind of a man who practices Stoic principles will understand that these subtle signs of attraction are not accidental, but part of a deeper, more profound exchange. You must stay vigilant, pay attention, and trust your own instincts. Don't dismiss these small but telling gestures. They are powerful signals that she is interested, and they come long before any words of affection are spoken. Stay present, Stay aware and let the cues unfold naturally. The body doesn't lie. Her subconscious is revealing what her words may not yet say. Let this wisdom guide you as you navigate the subtle yet intense world of human connection. 9. She makes an effort to spend time with you. Time is the most precious thing we all possess. Once it's gone for good. Yet, in a world where everything moves at lightning speed, how many people actually give their time willingly? How often do you come across someone who consciously chooses to make space in their life for you? If a woman is consistently carving out time for you, despite the chaos and demands of her daily life, let me tell you, that speaks volumes. Don't let this moment slip past you unnoticed. Women, when they choose to invest their time in you, are revealing something deep and powerful. She will not wait around for you to make the first move. You're going to see it in her actions, in the way she drops subtle hints, and in the small gestures she makes. If she asks, "What are you doing this weekend?" don't think of it as casual chit-chat. She's hoping for an invitation. She's signalling that she wants to spend more time with you. In the world of Stoicism, time and attention are incredibly valuable assets. The old Stoics understood the importance of attention, not just in how we give it to others, but how we receive it. If she's consistently showing interest in your schedule, in your hobbies, and in your life, she is placing her attention where it matters most, on you. Don't mistake these actions for coincidences. Women are deliberate creatures, especially when they're interested. If you're into art, and suddenly she mentions wanting to check out that exhibit you've been talking about for weeks, don't dismiss it. She's carving a path into your world, looking for a way to be closer. If hiking is your thing, and she casually expresses interest in a new trail, she's subtly trying to align her world with yours. She's creating opportunities to be near you, to share experiences with you. The paths of wisdom followed by the Stoic rulers of old were not just about mastering themselves, but also about mastering the subtle dynamics of relationships. They knew how to wield influence without chasing, how to command respect without demanding it. And women? They understand this too. If she's interested in you, she will prioritize your presence in ways that go beyond mere words. The effort she puts into finding time to spend with you speaks to a deeper interest, one that is measured, intentional, and, yes, powerful. Think about it. After a group hangout, if she lingers, sticks by your side, or finds reasons to extend the conversation, it's not an accident. She's choosing to remain in your orbit, and you need to recognize this. She's not simply being polite, she wants to be closer. If she's putting in the effort to spend time with you, it's because you matter to her more than she's letting on. This isn't something to be taken lightly because women do not consistently show up in your life without a reason. The old Stoic would remind us here, do not chase what comes to you naturally. Just as the wise Stoic leader doesn't need to chase power, the man who understands these Stoic rules knows that influence comes when you remain steadfast, when you allow the world to come to you through your actions rather than desperation. Don't force her hand, let her make the moves. It's a dance, and the more you understand the rules, the more gracefully you will move. You must be the type of man who doesn't just wait around for opportunities, but recognizes them when they come. If she's sticking around, if she's taking the time to be near you, acknowledge that, and realize that this is a reflection of the power you hold over her, not because of anything you forced, but because of who you are and the calm confidence you exude. The paths of wisdom are not for those who chase relentlessly, but for those who understand the power of presence and subtlety. So, what does all of this mean for you? It means you must never underestimate the power of a woman's effort to spend time with you. If she's dropping hints, asking about your plans, and aligning her interests with yours, she's showing you that you matter. And the more you understand and embrace the Stoic rules, the less you'll have to chase. You'll know when you're in her mind, not because she says it outright, but because she chooses to be in your world. Let the wisdom of the old Stoics guide you. The greatest power comes from the ability to remain calm, confident, and present. Do not chase, but let the world come to you. And when she does, you'll be ready. 10. She teases you playfully and lightly. When a woman teases you playfully, it's not just a casual jab. It's a sign that she's definitely interested. It's a subtle dance of flirtation, wrapped in humour and delivered with a knowing smile. If she comments on your fashion choices like, "You must really love that hoodie, huh? It's like your uniform," or jokes about your slow texting habits with something like, "You're killing me with these delays. Should I send you a bill for my patience?" Swing. Don't get offended. Don't even overthink it. These are signs of comfort, not insults. In fact, it's the kind of playful banter that forms the heart of any great connection. Teasing isn't meant to put you down. It's meant to build a little tension, spark chemistry, and keep the interaction light and fun. And here's the key. Watch her closely. Does she smile when she teases? Does she lean in with that twinkle in her eye? Does she nudge you playfully, like a partner in crime? If yes, that's not just a joke. She's creating a space for you to join her in the fun, to respond with humour and a little flirtation of your own. And remember, this kind of teasing only happens when there's real comfort and genuine interest. You don't tease someone you don't like, and you definitely don't tease someone who doesn't have a spark of attraction. It's a simple rule. It's that old Stoic wisdom at play, understanding how human interaction works, how humour can be the first bridge between strangers and lovers. When a woman teases, she's looking for a connection. If you play along, you're creating the kind of chemistry that can turn into something deeper. And let's be real, this isn't just a coincidence. She's likely seeking out someone with an iron mind, someone who understands how to navigate the playful dynamics of attraction. You must see this as a clear sign. Teasing builds trust, signals emotional availability, and proves that she's not just casually involved, she's engaged. So next time she throws a playful jab your way, don't back off. You must lean in, stay cool, and show her you're capable of handling the playful heat. After all, this is how connections are forged, just like the Stoic principles of resilience, an understanding of how to stay grounded, confident and in control when emotions start to stir. Take the tease as a sign, not just of interest, but of the possibility for something more. Now that you know the 10 real signs and the bonus one most men overlook, you're no longer in the dark. You're equipped, you're aware, and next time you're around that woman who keeps brushing your arm, asking about your passions, remembering your favourite song, and looking just a bit annoyed when you mention Jessica from work, you'll know the truth. She's not just being nice. She's not just being friendly. She's showing signs. She's into you, and you won't miss your shot again. If you've watched this far, drop a comment below saying, "I see the signs," so we know you're part of the real Emma community. Did you spot any of these signs in your own life? Share your experience in the comments. You might help someone else spot the truth in their own love life. Like this video if you found even one insight helpful. It helps us reach more people who need relationship clarity. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we're dropping more emotionally intelligent, psychology-based content every week designed to make you smarter in love and stronger in life. And don't stop here. Up next, check out the video on your screen, The Secret Psychology of Ignoring a Girl, Why It Drives Her Crazy. You won't believe how powerful silence can be. See you there? Stay sharp, stay kind, and stay real.